is so much to fall in love with the great Oregon outdoors. Perhaps it's exciting outdoor recreation, or maybe it's scenic beauty, or perhaps as simple as sleeping out under the stars. You can enjoy so many of those experiences at Oregon's prize state parks. Hi there, I'm Grant McComey, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And this week, we discover one particular Oregon state park that has a great history connecting with its community. In fact, community is what it's all about. Come on along as we discover why so many people are in love with Tryon Creek State Park.
Do you think anything might live in there?
Michael Barton helps his kids explore the Oregon outdoors.
Oh, look at these mushrooms right here.
He gets them out here each week.
Help me. 1, 2, 3. See anything?
I see a little bug right there.
Especially at Portland's Tryon Creek State Natural Area, where there's always something new to see, and he brings a camera to capture the moments.
3. Memory, being able to go back and look at the pictures again.
So many memories that Michael decided to enter the recent and first ever state park video contest. His son Patrick starred in a minute-long video that showed why they love Tryon Creek.
You know, we're not videographers, we don't have a video camera, so a photo slideshow seemed appropriate, and picked a bunch of pictures, kind of representative of all our visits, and put them together and found a song to go with it. And
it was good enough to win, too, and the family couldn't be more proud.
Public place. It's part of what we value about Portland, the natural areas, and so why not make use of it and enjoy it?
As soon as you enter, you notice something about this place. You notice that the parking lot is full of trees.
Park Ranger John Mullen agrees there's much to love about Tryon Creek's 650 wooded acres, especially its history.
Well, they'd never done state parks in the city before.
That's right. Tryon Creek is Oregon's first urban state park. Established more than 40 years ago, thanks to local neighbors who didn't want to see apartments, houses, or condos lining Tryon Creek Canyon.
And that really increased the interest in protecting this area that everyone realized was a unique piece of property within city limits.
People like Lucille Beck and Jean Siddell worked tirelessly for over a year to create the first Friends group in state park history.
It was easy to see. All the neighbors in the whole community could understand why that this was a real value. A quiet place, as the city grew around, it was very easy to verbalize it. We always said there will be trails and trees.
Led by Beck and others, 1,400 families donated $27,000 for the very first land purchase in 1970. Enthusiasm for the parkland grew, and by the end of the year, they had convinced then state civic leader Glenn Jackson that the property was important and the state should buy more land.
He had the vision to do it, which was really unusual. He had the vision, and he also had the power to do it. Mr. Jackson, he was the man for it.
The Nature Center followed in 1975, built and staffed by the Friends. It's centerpiece for the park's many classes that teach much about the values of the outdoor environment. The Friends of Tryon Creek like to say that the history of this place, the citizens-based management strategies they worked out with state parks, it's as deep as the canyon. And the trails have grown too, now over 8 miles, a little something for everyone, including this one called High Bridge, which crosses right over the namesake creek.
It's a refuge for the animal and plants, obviously, but it's a refuge from that busyness of the city life as well. And that's really the mission here in a big way, a great connection with the outdoors.
The fact that the park was created really by the community, that's unusual. It makes everybody an owner of the park. It's where we live.
Michael Barton says he admires the folks who made the effort to protect Tryon Creek so many decades ago. And he'll make sure his kids learn the park's story and become a place they all love together.
I like to think that they didn't do it for themselves. They did it for people like us, for my children, future residents of the area who would enjoy it.
There really are so many different reasons to explore Tryon Creek State Park. It's a remarkable place because of its history and its connection to the community, something you may wish to check out. And speaking of that, there are two upcoming events you might want to investigate. The Christmas bird count is just around the corner in early January, and they love to have people come out and participate. In addition to that, next week you'll find a full week-long series of winter day camps, perfectly suited to the youngsters in your family. So check it out. We have all the details, directions, and the contact information for Tryon right here on the Travel Oregon website. So until next week, do get out here and explore the great Oregon outdoors and let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McColney.